What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. So this is the highest paying ever SMMA client that I've signed. Throughout the 11 months I've been operating my social media marketing agency whilst traveling the world this year. I started by working my ass off for free at first, just signing clients and offering my services for free, and then signing on $500 per month, 1.5K per month retainers, 3K per month retainers, and now on to signing 20K per month retainers. This is a record for me. And believe me, guys, I've wanted to quit many times, and maybe some of you guys, are feeling like you want to quit as well because you're not seeing any results in your outreach, you're not getting any replies, your calendar is dead. I've sent many voice messages of myself actually crying in tears to my business coach just wanting to quit. And he gave me some amazing advice when I was at my absolute lowest. And he said that, hey, Hugo, 89% of billionaires actually, were broke when they were figuring shit out. And the reason why they're at the top is because they figured it out at the bottom. They've been through everything. And I can realistically say that I've actually been through the trenches, figuring out why I'm not getting replies in my cold outreach, figuring out how to handle objections, how to really approach a sales call. And it's just been a crazy journey. I'm just lucky and blessed that I'm able to travel the world and actually share my experience and my knowledge with you guys here. For those of you guys who are watching this video, you're probably a highly ambitious young male not wanting to do a 9-to-5, a corporate life structure. You want to operate, life on your own terms and travel the world or time with your friends. And that's exactly why you should like this video, subscribe, because this channel is pretty much made for you. I'm not going to say it's easy, and chances are you're going to want to quit many times, but it's most important that you guys stay consistent. All right, this video will do 3 things for you guys. So one is that this acts as a source of inspiration, and yes, 20K per month SMMA clients do exist, and all it takes is just offering something different, constantly reiterating your offer and booking more calls. Okay, 3 things. It's simple, but it's not easy, okay guys? And number 2, you guys will learn exactly how I signed this 20K per month client, the pricing deal, the pricing structure, the duration, how I actually got this client, what source of outreach method that I use. And number 4 is what type of service that I provide to this client. And number 3, how you guys can actually sign multi-5-figure deals yourself. I'm not saying it's gonna be easy, but really treat this video as a case study and really apply and soak everything in. And for those of you guys who are subscribed, you guys probably know that I talk about constantly the flywheel method of outreach, which I actually preach because it's kind of more valuable than cold emailing or cold calling, because you're kind of like building an audience, building an email list sort of. And if you guys don't know what the flywheel method is, I got your back. We're gonna go through this in this video right now. All I ask for in exchange is just to like this video and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it, you guys, and let's dive right in right now. So in the next 30 seconds, I'm gonna explain what you should do next once you guys have an outreach channel which already sticks. Then we'll dive into some examples of my own outreach strategy for this client. Ideally, you guys should be layering your outreach and combining many different outreach methods. And then once you have one outreach method which sticks and is actually booking you more consistent calls than the other outreach methods, then it's time to actually go all in, because like all things in life, it's the 80-20 rule. 20% of that outreach methods actually generate you 80% of the results. So it makes more sense to actually spend more of your time and attention as a business owner on that one outreach method which sticks, right? Business is about doing less, it's not doing more, and it's about doing one thing at a time. So let's dive into the computer and let me show you guys how I signed this client right now. All right, guys, so what exactly is the flywheel method? So the flywheel method is a form of outreach which works on LinkedIn, which works on Facebook, and it works on Twitter. Basically, all of these social media platforms which you're able to actually post consistently, gather engagement, comments, and actually be able to send friend requests or follow someone and they follow you back. But that's essentially what the flywheel method is, a very bird's eye view of that. So it's basically racking up friend requests and engagement on posts so that people actually see you more often and they actually see you as a credible person, right? So all in all, it's basically establishing credibility. So people seeing your face pop up all the time just really makes them kind of know you kind of subconsciously. And it's like kind of having your own email list. Once you've built up, 1,000 connections or 1,000 friends, it's actually super valuable for your agency owner because you can slide into the DMs and it actually acts like, your own email list, right? So you're setting yourself up for inbound leads by posting content, consistently. You guys are going to get a lot of inbound leads, and that's what we want, right? As agency owners, most importantly is that people feel like they know you. So when you're on the sales call, it's actually much easier to approach that, right? So that's a bird's eye view of the flywheel method. So you guys might be wondering, how and where do I start for this, Hugo? Before I do that, I just wanted to go through the 4 different types of posts for the flywheel method, all right? So the first type is what I call the value post. So the value post is basically giving value to the community. So let's say you join a few Facebook groups. So I forgot to mention this just now, but you actually just join some Facebook groups. So let's say you guys are doing Facebook ads join a Facebook ad group, join a email marketing group, join a Shopify store owner group or Shopify store experts group. Join these groups and then start posting these type of content. And the first type of content is value posts, providing value to the community, sales tips, Facebook tips, email marketing tips, just providing, value in exchange for nothing, right? You guys got to give more before you can ask, right? And the second type of post is what I call the case study plus credibility. So really showing your work, your case studies, your testimonials that you've generated for your clients. And if you guys actually have no testimonials right now, you guys can click on the top right-hand corner of this screen where I actually have a video on how to sign clients without any case studies. So click on that right now if you're interested in looking at that. Number 3 is story posts. So actually posting a story or some sort of transformation on how you actually went from A to B, how you went from maybe a skinny teenager who didn't know what they wanted and turned into a highly successful independent business owner that everyone wants to be, right? So story posts about yourself, how you became who you are today, obstacles you've overcome, wins that you've generated over the years. And number 4 is engagement posts. So actually just posting questions in these groups, just asking questions about the community. Don't worry guys, I'm gonna go through some examples in just actually 20 seconds here. But yeah, these are the 4 types of posts that I want you guys to be posting consistently. And then you guys will be generating some inbound leads from that. All right guys, so let's dive into some examples of my posts. All right, so this is the first post I wanted to share with you guys. So almost at 400K this year. You guys can take a second to actually read about this, but I just kind of want you guys to think for yourself, what was the goal of this post and which pillars, which 4 pillars did I cover, right? So take a look at this post. I know I didn't click on see more here, but you guys can actually kind of already know what I'm posting about. But the goal here is story plus credibility, right? So I'm posting a story about, 1 year ago, I had my first sales call, and then it's kind of like a transformation, but I added a screenshot just to show some cred that I've actually generated results for my clients. All right, guys? And this is second type of post, guys. So actually here, you guys can see that I'm targeting coaches. And you guys can see in just a sec why I actually target coaches. And it's because I was testing a new offer at that time. But my offer was to actually help e-com brands scale to 7 figures per month and then help them get investor funding so they can scale to multi 7 figures. So why this offer is so sexy is because you can sign these clients on for multi 5-figure deals, and also you can sign them on for actually 1 year. Because scaling a brand to 7 figures per month isn't too hard, but getting investing requires a lot of connections and a lot of appeals and applications. So actually we also handle that for them. I've got a friend who I met at university. He actually started a SaaS e-commerce SaaS startup, which actually is kind of like Hotjar or Lucky Orange for those of you guys who actually drop shipped before, but it's actually a tracking software for e-com brands. I actually got his help for that, and we actually partnered on that to actually help get investor funding for my clients, and he gets a certain cut of that too. So that's my offer, just being completely transparent with you guys. But you guys can see here, I actually spoke with my client. He's like, this guy is a general manager for a multi 7-figure brand. I'm asking him how the investor meetings are going after a few calls with my business partner and him. It's going all right. So that's actually the new offer that I was testing, and that's why I was targeting coaches, because these guys actually wanted to hire a coach on how they could, take their brand to 7 figures per month. And also I just figured out that it was the right time to actually appeal for some investor funding for more product development. So that is the second type of post. The third type of post is what got me actually 4 book calls. And this was a really crazy post. And if you guys didn't know, that's my mother, guys, my beautiful mom right there. But take a second just to read through this post right now and kind of see what type of post this is, right? Which type of pillars does it, cover? But hey guys, wanted to share my story. Really sad that my mom actually had cancer by the time I was 15. I'm really lucky and blessed that she's alive today, and I'm able to really show her what the man I've become. I'm super happy about that and super blessed to have my mom with me. She is my role model, my inspiration. But in this Facebook post, I just introduced my mom. She's my source of inspiration, and she's actually my why I wake up every morning. And it also shows that I'm only human and I've had a sick journey, right? So this got I think 100 something likes, and it booked me 4 calls for my agency. So this is really powerful stuff here, guys. I want you guys to be implementing this for your own agency, right? So story posts do really well. So if you guys have a sick transformation or a sick story, don't be afraid to post that. So now let's talk about the posting schedule, or how you guys can structure your posting. So first of all, I'm gonna include a tracking flywheel progress sheet in the description below. So guys, just click on the link in the description, fill out your name and email, and you're gonna be sent a free tracking sheet where you guys can track your stats and progress for your engagement on these groups. because I always preach that every single week you guys should have a bird's eye point of view on your numbers, on your micro side of things. So do click on the link in the description below, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe. And the second step is to do 3 posts a day on several groups. All right, guys, so Monday to Friday, do 3 posts a day on several groups, and then you guys track that on the tracking sheet as well. And just make sure when you're on the Excel sheet, click on file and make a copy and get to work, guys. All right, so make sure that you guys get to work. All right, guys, so this is the tracking sheet that I personally use. I was actually filling this in back in September, but these are the type of, just make sure that you track your likes, how many likes you guys get for every post, how many comments you guys are getting, so then you guys can study what's working and what's not working. Convos generated. So these are the type of Facebook groups. So there's a ClickFunnels group, Consulting Community, Go High Level, Success Club. This is the group that I usually post on, group for Shopify experts. So just go on Facebook right now and just search for these groups. But basically, classify each of these groups and associate them with, a number. I use group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4. Here are the different types of posts. So there's a value post, there's a story, there's case studies, Q&As, there's a call to action. These are a lot of different ones that you guys could use, but it's all done for you already. So let's say your story post got 67 comments and 173 likes on group 1. And you guys posted this on Monday. Then what I would do next is basically post the same story post in a different group. Let's say in group 2 on Tuesday, right? The same one. So therefore you only kind of need 3 posts for every week because you're posting in many different groups, right? So that is one strategy that I use myself. But yeah, just play around this sheet, guys, and just make a copy. Click on file, make a copy, and you guys are good to go. All right, guys, so thank you guys for watching this video. That's exactly how I signed a 20K per month client for my agency. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe if you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.